haven't trained you forever, but I'll take you down for $10,000. I will take you down.
Boom, boom. 3% if you get this deal done.
Yeah, can you get this deal done? We'll kick you whatever you need. 3%. He just big leagued us so heavy.
Oh, you want to wake me up?
That orange thug needs hugs back is yours?
No.
It's not. Hey Jess.
How are you?
Good to see you.
How are we doing?
Same. Yeah, exactly.
I called in TJ Dillashaw last night. I said, you're coming here for the Behind the Brand, for the podcast, and we're gonna show the world what you guys put together. Just so we're clear, this is one of the best combos in MMA history. Just so we're clear. Right there. A lot of belts between these two guys.
He's not lying.
Duane was very gracious enough to come in a little bit early. We're gonna get some training in here at the Jaxxon Media House. We're getting ready for a lot of holiday prep. For those of you that have been following the Behind the Brand, we have our head coach of grappling and jiu-jitsu, Coach Bernardo, who's from Checkmat. He's a black belt, helped train guys like Khalil Roundtree, Armin Sarukian, you know, Jansen Gomez, Marcus Bushesha, you know, his sensei, and the guy who's kind of having a full masterclass here of development of athletes is Leo Vieira, the founder of Checkmat. So I'm gonna bring Duane over right now so he can peep the pro class and see kind of what they got going on. It's always up on Fridays. It's a mix of like sparring, grappling, a little bit of technique training. How did you put together classes like at your gym?
Similar to that, there was technique days and there's application days, and then there's the RPMs in between. So
What's that mean?
Well, if I'm gonna show you a technique and then we spar full go, it might be a bit tentative to let that technique go. So we slow things down. Just like flow rolling or flow wrestling, same thing with striking. Peeling back to RPMs, the power, the speed, setting the roll and dedicating the handicap. So when you're teaching a newer student a technique, do you just let them roll full bore or do you do situational goes?
For MMA, I pretty much do situations. Situations that I start playing.
All right, so now we have our head coach of jiu-jitsu, Bernardo, kind of running through kind of the situational awareness that they're kind of running through these drills, right? They're figuring out when you're in the clinch, when you're against the wall, how do you get out of that, how do you move, and then how do you apply the wrestling or the jiu-jitsu to get the guy on the floor and then hold him there until you need to put him in some sort of submission to finish the fight.
Yeah, right now he's working the little stepping. DJ does a lot and we see him doing it. It's really interesting for me because I can see how they position themselves for the takedown. So I can kind of see like when they're having the takedowns and things like that, what I can get from that entry that he's finding the takedown. Where he's taking it from over there, I can keep my work going, you know, so.
Now we are in the cage here at the Jaxxon Media House and we're gonna kind of run through some of the techniques and some of the fundamentals of the curriculum from the Bang Muay Thai system with the one and only Duane Ludwig and TJ Dillashaw. Probably the greatest combo to come out of this system, world champion titles. They've done it all. And obviously TJ has kind of revolutionized the game when it comes to utilizing this system in the cage. So I think you guys talk a lot about switching stances and things like that. So I'll give TJ the mic and kind of talk about different techniques and things you guys did.
Beautiful.
We'll start with the switch cross, right? Like on Duane's system, like, so we got to start doing switching our stances, and here's a jab, right? Here's a jab. Now, switching my stance at the same time, but it's not a jab anymore, it's gonna be a cross. He calls it a switch cross. Boom, and now I'm in my open stance. And see, the way I switch is like I'm outside his foot. Now I have the angle. Because if we started out Salpo Ortho, we're 50-50. Right? Everyone wants that foot outside, so I'm switching at the same time and I'm getting that angle with my switch cross.
This is obviously very easy for you to learn.
Yeah.
So what exactly were you taking out of the system that made you fall in love with it so much? Was it drilling this system? Was it advancing off that move? What was it that then allowed you to become so great?
There were so many abilities off that motion.
Yes, show me.
So I was trying to show you like setting up a trap, right? So we're gonna start with our switch cross. I was trying to get him to teach you how to throw a switch cross. So same as me throwing a jab. Again, my jab sucks right now, but jab, now I'm doing a switch cross, right? Now he's believing every time I switch, maybe he thinks that switch cross is coming, right? Every time I switch, he thinks that switch cross is coming. He's already naturally slipping it. So boom, he's slipping it. I see that. He thinks I'm gonna do that exact same move. I'm gonna bring a kick behind it. And Duane's system is the one kick, right? So as I switch my stance, I'm gonna throw a kick at the same time. The sugar like this, right together, right? So I'm here, boom, boom. So I'm hoping he's slipping my jab, slipping my switch cross, whatever it may be, the kick's gonna follow. So maybe we just throw a jab. Right? I see him slipping, parrying, even better. He parried, that was perfect. He's parrying, look, his head's out of the way, his head's out of the way. Oh, beautiful. Boom. Switch cross now, it looks like the jab, he's gonna slip. the kick, it's like a car crash. He's moving that way, my leg's coming at the same time. That's kind of one of the traps I was bringing up to, like, there's so many of those too. That's just like the easiest one, right? Something else that comes off of that is my switch cross hook. Something I probably fell in love with probably the most when you started showing it, because I love my right hook. It's got the most power I got is my right hook. So same thing, I could throw the jab, I could throw the switch cross, right? I could throw a switch too, but if I start seeing the openings of what he's doing, now that I got that stance outside, I'm here, and now I'm loaded for that hook. Boom. Right over the top, right? It's another trap. So I could be going switch kick to the body. Let's just go switch kick to the body. Boom, right? So he thinks every time I switch my feet, I'm kicking to the body. Now he thinks that's happening. Where's he gonna block? Boom, over the top of his shoulder, switch my stance, setting up traps.
Mm-hmm. Leading the dance, making them respond how we want them to respond to create the openings for destruction.
You brought up an interesting concept before TJ walked in. I asked you, I said, how long were you TJ's head coach? And you said about 10 to 12 years, but you said head coach is an interesting title. And then can you kind of elaborate on what you were trying to explain?
It's like being a parent, each person has their own special gifts. So you got to be able to help them register the gift that God gave them and water that and grow it. So I just help TJ, which the definition of matrix is to extract from within, just extract their potential, right? And that's what a good friend, a good mentor should do. So it's not like I told him to do certain things at certain times. He would naturally do it, and I would just remind him of what he did, because sometimes we're in the flow state. We don't pay attention consciously because we're in our subconscious. So we're just flowing, and I was just the guy on the outside, like a fly on the wall, like you said, and just tracked the notes and reminded them what they did when they were in the zone, the motion, the free flow spirit. So
TJ Dillashaw, Twitch, Tyler Bierman, Juju. Juju's looking healthy. He looks like he put on weight, like 220. I'd say Juju's like, what are you, 220?
Yeah, still supposed to do name.
Feeling good?
So they were trying to buy cells from
coming forward this year. He's coming back. Friend of the podcast, friend of the brand. We love Juju. We're excited to see him back on a bike. Bierman just came back from some exotic island. TJ's looking jacked. He led a practice yesterday. Twitch is getting ready for a podcast. A lot of good moving pieces today. The idea is we're going to go in the podcast room. We're going to kind of run through some cool questions and content with Bierman, figure out how he pulled off this insane stunt that's featured on Red Bull and Apple, which is probably one of the most viral moto videos of the year. Then we're going to go to the front and look at Twitch's new watch he's dropping. He has a brand new JX3 or JX2, depending on which one he goes with. Twitch is going to be designing a watch with all his similarities to the way he rides, his style, his look, kind of transferring that and blending that into a watch. We got TJ running another podcast today with us, really breaking down technique and boxing. And then we have Juju, who's kind of just a great friend of the brand, who's going to run us through what the off season's been like. So a lot of motion here in the Jaxxon Media House today.
You do an IV for like overall just wellness.
They talked about you all the time. And this guy literally, I've never seen a friend put on for a friend as much as this guy puts on for you. And when he told me you were going to be doing this, when this came out, I was not expecting this, because this has got to be one of the craziest tricks, one of the craziest, most viral videos of the year. And we'll jump right into it off the break, because I think that's what people want to hear from Twitch. You want to kind of kick us off to what you were thinking this guy was going to accomplish by putting out this insane video?
I knew what he was going to accomplish. I was waiting. I couldn't wait for it to happen because I knew how big it was going to be. And what we were just talking about on the way down here, it's the highest viewed video Apple's ever done.
Which
and it was with Bierman. It was pretty cool.
And it's cool, man. Like, Apple is like one of the biggest companies in the world. And obviously you have one of the biggest like marketing companies in the world of Red Bull and what they do for their athletes. But to be able to partner with Apple on this, and the whole thing shot on iPhone, and basically like partner with the company that changed how humans view the world is absolutely insane.
All right, Shex just pulled up. Shex is on the X Games conference call because he just drafted Nyjah and P-Rod. So it's Nyjah, P-Rod. Did you bring my Red Bull hat?
Hey, that's off air.
Why? I can't have a Red Bull hat? All right, Bierman's going to let me wear his. So if you guys see me in the Red Bull hat, it's not Jet, it's not Hunter's, it's not Sheckler's, it's Bierman's.
Hey, Wayne, I hear Sheckler's over here on the X Games call, but X Game is a dying breed without dirt bikes. So if you guys want your to thrive again, you better get the dirt bikes back in there, what people really want to see.
I have a question.
I'll be a team captain.
I have a question. You know, like, I used to go to X Games and watch you jump bikes, and that's why I went. There's no moto in X Games?
There's moto, they're just not for the X Games League. It's BMX and skate, and then snowboarding and skiing, I think.
Because they're not trying to thrive again, you know? They're scared.
Don't they realize the reason why we all watch X Games is they hear you guys go, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. That is the case.
You see this right here. In all honesty, and I'm not even joking around, I'm being completely serious, there's really no moto in X Games?
No, there's moto. There's still quarter pipe, whip, and best trick that I know of, but the X Games League that they're forming is basically like you get paired with other action sports, and then the overall, like if you're on that team, so like say Shex is a team captain, he'll be able to pick BMXers and skaters and stuff to have on his team.
I'm excited to see you back out there.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be a weapon this year. You got a great mind for the game. I love the way you're a student of the game. You remind me of those young Jedi, you know what I mean, before they went full Anakin Skywalker. You know what I mean? Hey, he's back outdoors. It's gonna be a movie, and there's someone he wanted smoke with. That guy's moving up. We don't even need to say the name like Voldemort. We don't even say it. You know what I'm saying?
You can
we
say
don't.
it.
Oh, Deegan? I didn't say it. But it's gonna be a movie. Do you think he makes more money by riding in 250s, winning all those events? How much money do you think he makes in a win?
No clue. Everyone's deal's different. But
Yeah, everyone's different.
But how does it, for the fans at home that like don't know, like how would it normally work? Like he has a sponsorship bonus with the bike company, a sponsorship bonus with the goggle company, like that?
depends on how all your deals are. Yeah.
there's
You race
reason
when
and
you're leaving there with at
championship.
least 250 grand.
Yeah.
Who pays you that? AMA?
No, AMA don't pay you. You might owe AMA money for going to racing.
Hello.
Hey, when Uncle Twitch talks, you listen. When Uncle Twitch talks, you listen.
He's on
He
the
won't
board.
money.
He's on the
He told
board.
X Games pay me, I ain't showing up. Now they're not doing no team because Twitch is not there. Is it true that they're not doing the team because you're not competing?
Yeah, definitely for sure.
I told you,
heard
X Games, pay my man. I'm gonna call Steve Aspen. I know Steve Aspen knows everybody. I'm gonna call him and say, how could you not write this man a check? Good luck. We love you. I know you guys train. He's got to head over to Joe Cancellari's. He's got to get that
gym.
back worked on. What do you work on? Anything specific?
We're more legs right now, more stretching, things like that. So
The backyard.
Later. Good luck.
Hey,
Thank
hit
you.
the squats, bent over rows.
Look at those
oh
legs,
yeah,
dude.
dude, they
Squats for days.
I'm gonna say this with all due
Not moving
respect.
much.
You don't look like the most full body athlete, but the things you do on a bike, I know not
That's
the
so
normal
crazy
person
for you
can
to
do.
say that to anyone.
Why?
I'm stepping in here. You're not allowed to critique any athlete's body.
Brother,
You
you're
fat-
a water bottle.
None of you guys are gonna say anything. You gotta just let him.
You're shaped like brisket,
One of
brother.
the best
You're
250
shaped
riders
like
in the world.
He is one of the
You guys are
best.
just sitting there.
He
Now you
is
got
one of the
nothing to
best.
say, huh? Now you got nothing to say. You guys aren't at.
Hey, I'm
guys-
sorry
you're
the
quiet.
Sizzler isn't open.
You're real quiet.
I'm sorry the all-you-can-eat Golden
Juju,
Corral is closed.
Juju, let him hear it.
The things Juju does on a bike, you could never do. You can't even do it on 2K Sports.
I don't know if you can tell or not, but his peptides just kicked in. You.
No,
He's
I'm
back.
all natural right now. I'm on just nothing.
Just energy drinks and coffee. Yeah.
TJ Dillashaw, 5-time UFC champion, one of the greatest athletes the sport has ever seen. Look at me. Do I not look like a full body athlete? Great answer.
A full body something.
Great answer. Shut up. Yeah. All right. Good luck. All right. Go get the training.
See you guys.
This guy's been trying to go to training for an hour.
He's been trying to leave for 2 hours.
No, hey.
See you day one, brother.
Training.
Day one, boys.
He's moving up 450s.
Later.
I'll hit you up tomorrow to figure out Friday.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Steve Aspen, the greatest sports agent in the history of motorsports. He did everything. $17 million a year for Travis Pastrana at Red Bull, and then $25 million a year for him to go to Black Rifle Coffee. Steve, you're on camera. I'm with Uncle Twitch, Snowboard Twitch, Aspen Twitch, Tyler Bierman, Red Bull hats everywhere, TJ Dillashaw. We gotta ask you a question. Why is the X Games not paying Uncle Twitch for the moto team? Why is X Games not running moto teams? What's going on with moto?
I know why. Because I'm a has-been. Look at that smile. These guys are just slipping, dude. I got your 3% if you get this deal
Yeah,
done.
can you get this deal done? We'll kick you whatever you need.
Little kicker.
I don't need 3%. He just big leagued us so heavy. He's so rich he won't even take 20%. Steve Aspen is richer than all of us put together. Steve, we love you. God bless everything you're doing, but let's see what we can do for X Games.
Hey, my team's coming up there today. You know that, right? For game day.
Yeah, game day. We're going crazy. Sheckler's here. Everybody's here. We got podcasts everywhere. Red Bull hats everywhere. Steve, call Red Bull. I just want a hat, please, dude. I know you could make this happen. You've done all their athletes. I want a Red Bull hat.
Twitch text me what the issue is.
Hey, Twitch, he said text him and he'll get you paid from X Games whatever you want.
I did not say I get him paid.
He's gonna get you paid. Steve is the only one I trust. He'll get all of us paid. Steve, just $1 million checks for everybody. I'll call you back. Steve Aspen, just a super agent. He's like 7 feet tall, looks like Jack Skeleton, moseys around, but when he waves the pen, people get paid. That's how Sheckler drives a new truck every year. I mean, super agent. Joe Adele. One of the best players on the Angels.
What's up, man? How are you?
Joe, hey, one of the biggest hitters in the league right now. MLB All-Star, biggest killer.
Joe, pleasure.
He has the greatest swing. They call it the Mickey Mantle swing because it comes high, it goes low, and then it sends it to the outfield. The plyometrics of that swing, when you add up all the things that go into it, it is called the perfect baseball swing. Joe, is there one thing you do to generate power in baseball that the normal person can't do?
2 things. Number 1, stay in the gym, get your lift in, don't play around with it. The second thing, a lot of it is wanting to get after.
No, but I saw you got a new stance. You go a little bit lower now. I've been seeing you post those videos.
You see that? You seeing the
I don't know if you see that. I noticed that, but I read all the comments to get all my info, and all the comments say, "What's up with the new stance?"
Hey, down here, this is your motor. So this is part of your swing. Everybody wants to swing with hands, but you're using the lower half to generate that power.
Here's the biggest problem. Like, he has no motor. He's all upper body. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't do legs.
When you're in the gym though, you get that.
He may own a couple of them, but he doesn't use them the right way.
TJ, you're on my team.
He's not. I worked out for like an hour and a half, and I'm like repping out back, and he's like, dude, 1 set of pull-ups. Like, how many are you gonna use? Like, oh, I start with like 5 sets of pull-up. He's like, that's my full workout, bro. He's like on his phone the whole time. Like, did not work out one at a time.
No, he can't beat me. There's no way. I'll bet $10,000.
I don't know. He looks like he's dragging you around there a little bit now.
No, he's strong, but that's what I want him. He couldn't take me down. That was the goal. $10,000 if he could take me down.
Oh, get yeah. I haven't trained you forever, but I'll take you down for $10,000. I will take you down.
Luke challenged me a $10,000 takedown match this morning as he gets ready for Colby Covington.
Would he have given you $10,000?
If I took him down?
Yeah.
No, I should have asked him for that. Thanks, Bisping. I didn't even put that. How did I not put that in there?
Yeah.
Hey, we have legends. We have Jason and John in the house. We have
Let's
Bisping
go.
in the house.
This
is about to be a full experience behind the scenes podcast. Today we're gonna sit down in the podcast room and give you guys some insight. We have the Jaxxon Podcast Discord going crazy with questions for the champ. They wanna know so much about the man who probably called almost every incredible fight that's made you jump off the couch. And I think he holds the record, right? Didn't you break a UFC record for the most fights called?
Been a long time, my man. Yeah, 15 years. They call my number, I show up. But yeah, we're just trying to fucking earn it every show.
Voice, I feel like I'm getting ready for a pay-per-view. I'm ready to look at a TV. And then we're gonna go in the cage and we're gonna kind of see some stuff from Bisping, what he thinks about what Peter Yan and Rob did, Payne Talbot, Joshua Van having one of the most exciting dynamic fights in the history of UFC, winning the belt. So we're gonna see all that in the cage, and you guys are gonna see a little behind the scenes of Jaxxon Media House. Listen, one's called every war in UFC history, basically, and the other one's fought them. One's backed up every word he ever said. The other one said every word you ever wanted to hear. We have Michael Bisping and John Anik on the podcast today. Today we're about to dive deep into the history of the UFC, fights, what it takes to be a champion. I mean, 2 of the greatest people in the sport right now. We're gonna hear from both of them at the same time.
2-bedroom or something.
Is there a different in dynamic from the atmosphere as a fighter walking in or as a broadcaster in front of millions? Because both are still very pressured.
Yeah, without sounding arrogant, this is one of the reasons I love still being a part of the UFC and being a broadcaster and being a commentator, because I still get to experience that to a certain degree. You know, I'm still around the sport. I'm still involved. People always say, do you miss it? And it's like, well, no, not really, because I still get to go to arenas all the time and still be a part of the UFC. I love going into the octagon and interviewing the fighters and just being a part of the show. If I wasn't commentating and I was out in the cold just watching as a fan, I would probably be trying to find a way to come back and fight, because I would miss it so much. But walking in there and just being just a little part, being a part of the broadcast and still getting to interact with the fans and the new fighters coming up, the up and coming fighters, just to hear their stories and be involved. You know, I love it in the UK now. A lot of the younger guys, they all call me Uncle Michael, you know, or Uncle Mike. You know, I love that. I love that. And I'm like, please use me as a resource. Call me up anytime. I'm here. I've got lots of advice, 20 years in the sport, so I'm always happy to give them advice, and they're probably thinking, shit, here's Bisping calling up, going on, boring me to death again. But yeah, I cherish that.
We got the man, Dan 50K Ige, and we got my young stallion right here, Mansur Abdul Malik. Mansur now, I think 4-0 in the UFC. Dan, 100-0 in the UFC. 100-0, right? Today we're gonna run some cage containment stuff for our warm-up, kind of break down some of the scenarios that we like to run through as far as funneling guys and trapping guys, stance switches in motion, things like that. And then we're gonna beat up Bear.
All right, so today we got one of the best coaches in the UFC, Nicksick from Extreme Couture up there in Vegas. He brought in the boys today. Listen, my goal today is to learn some basics. After a training session with Duane, Ludwig, and TJ Dillashaw, they said one of the best coaches in the system right now for the Bang Muay Thai system is Nicksick. And now that I understand the system, my goal is to really come in here and to see if the system holds up against two current, high-rated, high-caliber fighters in the UFC. Is there anything you want me to give him? Any looks you want me to give him? Because I don't want to just...
He needs Volkanovski look.
Oh, I could do that.
And then he needs Hamzat look.
Oh, believe me, I watched Hamzat's whole camp.
I mean, you know, you might as well be Hamzat. Okay, first drill, we're gonna run some split alleys into traces. I know it sounds like fucking French. So Dan's gonna get me on a flat panel, okay? Dan's gonna throw a jab. He's gonna throw across to my heart. When he throws across to the heart, he's gonna read my drift. Once he sees me drifting, he's gonna switch his stance into a southpaw, and then he's gonna come right into his double jab cross series for his fucking kill shot. So simple
like
drill.
John Gruden, that's thick looky, why is this thick?
We're aiming right at the heart to get center mass, right? Obviously when these guys throw, they throw heat, and we're always trained to go away from the power unless he funnels me, right? So look at his funnel. So look at that, he makes that angle and puts me right into a new stance. And the whole goal is to get me to that choke point of the cage.
Oh, you're pushing him into the cage?
Yes. We're reading the drift. So like a lot of times you'll hear me in a fight, I'm like, hey, Dan, read his drift. I might be drifting this way. If I drift this way, he has what we call a Fraser. He can go right into a new stance. Here to here to here is a whole different segment, but our stance switches come in motion for traps.
Right now, explain to me the importance of this drill and how important is this switch that you're kind of teaching your guys?
Well, the switch provides a little more depth to what we can do offensively. So we're switching in motion, or we're making the opponent move to a direction to allow us to be in a new stance. You want to have an option for which way they decide to go. But what we try to do is limit that option. We know he can go this way or he can go this way, or these are his options. By doing so, we understand where he's going to be. If that makes sense. So
what's the key to cutting off the cage and getting someone against the cage to eliminate the movements they have on you? I saw you running a drill with Mansur earlier.
Sure. We had two different game plans, if you will. Manel is such a visual striker, and the way he sets his stuff up, it's like you're not gonna coach a lot of these things, but what we can do is allow that funnel, and when he puts them in these corner posts, then the offense will start to go downhill. So what I mean by that is out here in the center of the octagon, you might see a different style of offense. It might just be meat and potatoes and basics. All the while, we're trying to take away this space. We're trying to fight you on the black line.
Getting me closer to the cage.
Closer to the cage. So we'll say flat panel, right? And then we say a choke point. So when you get flat here on this panel and then you drift this way, look at the way your back has to go.
Yeah.
So you see now, when you're here, your feet are now flat, and I still have an angle on you where I know which way you can go.
Yeah.
So the one thing that like Randy always taught us in the beginning is the cage is its own art. Once you understand and learn how to cut it off and how to maintain the cage control, it's also an element of scoring, judging criteria. So I'll give you the Manel's camp, a little bit of what we did. So go southpaw. This is Brandon Royval. So now we're in open stance. A lot of our stuff was punched down here. So what we're trying to do is establish a defensive rhythm. So when I throw this punch, what do you do with that backhand? Now, a lot of times if I can take this shoulder away, your natural progression is to go to that side, right? So a lot of this setup was just this. Early in the beginning, just this. Now, when we get them on the flat panel, what was happening is we would go here to here. Now you drift, and then I step through that hole and I land my hook.
So you're crossing, then you switch stance.
But this is the key here is what I want to do with my shoulder. So watch my shoulder. So I'm hiding behind it, and then this hawks this shoulder, and I deliver that hook. 2 body, 1 body. So 2 body pump, 1 body enter. 2 body pump, 1 body go. So 1, 2 hook, high, low, over. Nice. Hey.
You fight at 180.
All right, little flow. Here you go. Be ready, because he's fast.
Oh, you want to wake me up? He's using the reach.
Got to use the best to your advantage there, buddy.
I got to keep him moving. Where you learn that? Where you learn that? The YMCA? Oh, he's hitting. I got him. That's all the way. Oh my God.
Looking good, Bear.
Right where I want him, coach.
Yep, perfect.
What happened to all the stuff TJ taught me?
What is TJ teaching you?
It's not working.
All right, that's time. I've seen enough. A muff is a muff.
You're good in front of me, but I need more of this. I don't like when you're rooted like a tree, because he's doing this to me. I'm just waiting for it.
You know what I mean? Oh, baby.
Right now, we got a full extreme couture practice going on right here. So, Coach, run us through this. What do you got here? What's going on?
Well, we got Edmund Shabazian, 185er in the UFC. We got Mansur, Abdul Malik, and we got Danny Gay. So, 3 of my main guys, and the goal was to bring them out here and kind of get them away from just the regular hustle and bustle that we're always used to. Come in, meet you, do some family training and just kind of break the monotony up. And then we have a little time in between before we all hit camp again. So I thought this is a good reset. And then moreover on Monday, being able to work with TJ, who is a former champion, but in my opinion, one of the best mixed martial artists to ever do it, but also one of the best minds in the game. So
absolutely. He's also in charge of our UFC recaps. Yeah. He runs the Jaxxon podcast media with us. So, but one thing I want to know, like having 2 guys in camp, same weight, does that ever affect the team?
Not at all. Like it's the best thing to happen.
Really?
Like these guys have fought on the same card in Atlanta, and then they both have been very close to their last fight. Ed fought, and then Mansur fought shortly thereafter.
Ed, are you Armenian? Yeah? I could tell you walked in, you smell like Armin. It's a very unique smell. It smells like money.
Looking good, Bear. Oh, don't get twisted on camera, Bear. Don't get a twister on camera.
Just gotta sit up.
Yeah, you're doing great. Oh, Bear. Oh, Bear. Oh, Bear.
I'm ready to give anybody good work, Coach. You need someone to give someone good work, you come get me.
Let's go.
I give anybody 3 minutes of everything I got. Oh, that's not gonna work on me, Danny Gay. You gotta forget, I'm a blue belt, brother. Coach, hold my mic so I can get active. You guys don't wanna have to do this. Oh. Coach, look at this control right here.
That was awesome, you did great.
Look at that hip movement. I got Armin Taruki wrestling.
Oh, look at that! Look at him, Bear! You almost had him. Elbow.
You see this?
Yeah.
Is he doing the slip and slide?
2, 1. Whitaker follow, one body. Yep. Go Whitaker cross hook, one body. Yep. Jab. Whitaker. Cross hook. Angle. Hey, nice. Yeah. Up 2. 1. 1. Money. Whitaker.